It's my favorite time of day again. Hello all the crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite. Welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition Futures Connected. And today we are going to... Were we doing side quests last time? Again. I think I was doing side quests last time. There are a lot of side quests in this relatively short DLC, like, expansion. It's not really DLC, is it? Because it's part of the Definitive Edition. But this relatively short expansion. And I feel like I've spent more time doing side quests than the main story in this Let's Play so far, by, like, a lot. We can start by photographing some things. This is a little bit different. So I'm gonna go fast travel over to this lower part of Bionis, I think. I want to say... I don't 100% know how I'm gonna get there. Oh, is it just gonna be up this hill? I thought it was gonna be like down below on the floor below us, but alright, I guess it's just gonna be on this hill. Alright, well, in that case, I know how we're gonna get there, and that's gonna be... I don't know which one of the targets this is, but it should be, whatever this is. Okay, so this is just the giant caterpillar thing. Fun. Found you! This angle be good? Alright, so this isn't voiced. Alright, so we got a caterpillar the size of a bus just doing its thing. I think I'm getting the hang of this. Alright, that's great. Now what about the other one? That is a photo of the Dozy Eluka. Would it be rude if I just, like, beat it up right now? Probably. It's not even worth the experience. 7 levels weaker. The other one was the Dinos, and does that only come out at, like, a certain time of day? During the night. Alright, target not found, that's great. If I were to change the time forward for once, usually I'm resetting it to, like, 9 in the morning, but if I were to change the time forward, I can... I guess come over to the Sky Bridge over here, or is it going to be... I think it's going to be down in the Forbidden Hushland, so I'm going to want to fast travel to this point instead. Yeah. And... okay, hi. I will come back to you soon. But first I need to deal with something else. And what's that something else gonna be? Alright, it's over behind this rock over here. And... like, just for fun, I will fight the Swarm Dinos thing, but I don't think it's really gonna give me a lot of experience at this point, because it was also only, like, level 72. Anyway. If I come over here... there it is. I'll have to be careful not to rile it up. Does it have 2 faces? Let's hope that shot comes out well. This is I never actually got a close look at those things' heads. Is this like a regular, like... what was the guy's name from Hitchhiker's Guide? Zaphod? Well, the names in Hitchhiker's Guide are utterly ridiculous. I'm not even going to attempt to embarrass myself by attempting to pronounce them. But... alright, you have, like, one face like a normal person, but the other one I swear had 2. Anyway, where was the like, the shimmering one. Alright, so Dinosaurus, we're gonna, we're gonna switch back to having Melia out front, because that's, like, what I do. And 2, we're going to knock you over and engage you in combat. Alright, if I recall, these, like, foggy monsters, foggy foe things, they tend to summon a lot of friends. I see we've got you excited. Corolla Slowbos. But we're just gonna make quick work of you. I don't know, I'm not gonna get any, like, art coin for this, am I? This is just like an extra challenge. I don't think so. Alright. I guess for what it's worth, this also serves to, like, increase my level of party gauge in case I really want to use a knock on someone in some upcoming boss fight in the next few minutes. Something like that. Anyway. Alright, free party gauge, and I'm just going to discharge a bunch of elementals, and that should give me a bunch of party gauge points, right? Alright, we're good. So I can grab these rewards, find quality belt. That only took like a minute. And I'm going to go back to whoever gave this one to me. This was by the old expedition headquarters. Alright. And you there, who didn't want to take the picture yourself, and I'm going to change the time of day back to the time of day that I like. And I'm going to give you these pictures, and hopefully that'll be it for that. They're wonderful photos, I'm impressed. That'll be a great asset to our ongoing survey of the Biona Shoulder. You guys weren't even doing anything. It was Shulk who was taking the pictures. And the NPC isn't impressed either. I've been unsure whether to say the next part, but if I didn't, I think I never have to forgive myself. So here it goes. Please let me study yourselves too someday. Donate your bodies to science. It would be for a good cause. I don't think there's been a more appropriate situation to use the ellipses as the generic response as that one. Okay. Anyway, that was one side quest. I think there's at least one more that needs to be turned in. Secure the area. Okay, this is the one that I need to, like, beat up fish or something in the general vicinity of the junks. And, oh, were they fish? They're on land, they're not fish. I don't know why I'd be finding fish on land. Are they birds? They're not the crabs. Are they the crabs? Those might be crabs. Anyway, let's beat up 3 of these. You're not the correct type. You look the same, though. Hello! Alright, that was 3 out of 3. Did not take a lot of time. And I think the NPC who wanted me to do that was just, like, right here, over on this beach. Yeah, okay. Oops. No, stop hitting buttons that aren't A and B. Alright. Don't even know why I'm trying to hit the B button right now, but... you there! Who there? So you defeated the Poggles. Have you good work. Listen, there's something else I might need your help with. Think you could stand guard while I stand up fishing? I'd be very grateful. This won't take long, I promise. Sorry to keep you waiting. Managed to catch the blooders in the end, so I did. You can't get much fresher than this, eh? Well, mustn't delay. I'll be on my way back to Grandel now. Alright, that is another side quest turned in. I am gonna get yet more money. I have, like... How much money do I have? I have, like, 500,000 currency units. That's a lot. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna be doing with this much money, but... Any other side quests for me to do, or can I move on to the main story guilt-free? Okay, there was one more in Grandel. I think I walked past this one and didn't pick it up because I was, like, in a hurry. But, alright, so it's this gaggle of young fools, and we're going to talk to Selena. Miss Melia, something the matter, or do you have business with me? Why are you so serious? I just got this. I was asked to please give it to Miss Melia, so here, it's for you. Some kind of message. Impossible. Alright, who's in trouble? Who needs bailing out? Excuse me. Go to Companion's Cape. Alright. That's gonna be over here. And there's gonna be a red exclamation mark on, like, the back side of this big old thumb sticking up in the air. What was, you all probably read the book Holes by Louis Secker when you were in, like, 7th grade, right? What was it, the Thumb of God out in the desert? I haven't thought of that in a good 10 years. Alright, so... I don't exactly know what's going on here. I see there's an NPC out there. Let me grab the Ether deposit real quick. Whatever it is can wait. Someone's beset by monsters. I'm sure they can just give it 5 minutes. They can just hold out on their own for like 5 minutes or whatever. Let's see. Is this... You're taller than, like, the kids I was dealing with. What's going on? Gallagher? Okay, so we're not gonna have a voice cutscene once again. I've been expecting you. I was quite certain you would respond to my invitation, and here you are. Don't feel too pleased with yourself. I said I would spare you, but the offer was only good for one transgression. That right, Creepy Birdman ought to know when to quit. Next time you smack Creepy Birdman so hard, go up and puff the feathers. I may regret asking this, but what is your goal here? I doubt you would have gone to all this trouble to stage a teary reconciliation. You're not fit to rule this new age. I beg your pardon. The holy commingled blood runs in your veins. Complicity with the pure bloods mark you as naught but a filthy traitor. But not me. I will overthrow the pure blood and the accursed past alongside it. I am the one suited to rule the High Anthea. After all this time, you're still clinging to your delusions. Ahaha. I will say it as many times as I take. I will rule this brave new world. My commingled blood will be paramount. And you will be dirt beneath my soles. Gaelgar, more than anything, I find you pitiable. Melia, don't underestimate him. I know, very well. Let's end it. Just use Starlight Kick, send him off the edge, and then no more Gaelgar. The problem solves itself. Alright, whatever. So, it seems that my, my thoughts of building up some party gauge so that, I could get a bit of a jump start on doing Nop on things in the next battle was, not a bad idea. See if I can put you to sleep for just like a second. Nope, okay, no putting you to sleep. Alright, I can kick you over again though, because Starlight Kick really does have a fairly short cooldown now. Is it fully upgraded, or is there still one more level of upgrade that I can put on it? Alright. Let's see. I'm going to unleash all of these, and Shulk is going to inflict daze on that guy. See what this music. I pointed out this battle music earlier yesterday, didn't I? Yesterday. When was the last time I was doing this? It wasn't yesterday. It was a few days ago. But I want to say this is when you were fighting either like Mechon Fiora and the fortress, the Sword Valley Fortress, Galahad Fortress, or maybe when you were fighting Charla's late ex. Can't remember his name. Gatto. Justice is on my side. I guess I should get on with this. The mingled blood was destined to rule. You need to break free from the past. How dare you? You are so possessed by the matter of bloodliness that you use them as the sole determinant of good and evil. Just like those purebloods whom you preferred to despise once did. You're wrong. I didn't. I'm nothing like them. Galgar, my countrymen thought you may be, but your deeds in this land cannot be forgiven. Presume to judge me, child. Furthermore, you merit punishment, and yet, I don't feel fit to mete it out. Where is this going? The pain you suffered through mixed blood may be in the past, but the responsibility for it lay in part with the Imperial family. I feel that you should be afforded some consideration and recognition of that fact. Melia, you use like twice as many words to like carry out every conversation than a normal person would. It's all over, Galgar. Mend your ways and seek a new path of life while you still have a life to live. Alright, so we're not going to be Starlight kicking you over the edge, but I guess we're gonna leave you to stew all out here on your own for a while. Or he can do it himself. Wow. That's a little sadder than what I had in mind, but alright. Galgar! That wretch, was this always the end he was destined to meet? Or was that the only end he imagined remaining open to him? Melia, it wasn't your fault. See, now I feel bad for making those multiple jokes about kicking him over the edge, but... Alright, fine. Let us away, friends. Our work is still far from over. Need everyone together to defeat nasty King of Fog, you're right. Alright, well, that's gonna, I am sorry. I'm fully expecting him to come crawling over the edge and trying to, like, push me off as well. I should take this more seriously. Alright. Not my most elegant quest greeting ever, but that is 100,000 experience, 100,000 gold. An enemy brim large, princess dress large, and okay, that's level 78. Wow, alright. I think that's the most experience I've gotten in one shot from anything. I don't think even the special secret hidden locations in this game gave me that much experience from discovering them. I think those were in the realm of like 30,000. And I don't think anything else I did was more than that. Let's see. For some reason, I do feel like, and I can zoom out and I might be able to see more, but the quiet moments that were in or around this place, I have a feeling might be available to us for viewing right now. After that somewhat important story beat, and if I find one, I know I did one at the very beginning, and that was like the only quiet moment that I actually played back. But if I find one that I can do, I will view. I guess I can just look at the map. There's nothing here. All right. There is, of course, one over here. There is, I believe, one on the junks. One over on this, like, spiky, precipice-y thing. There's a couple of them. I'll probably dedicate some time to going through all of them. Should I spend the rest of the video doing that? Guess I will. Let's go to the junks. Let's see if I can do this yet. Okay. On the end of the bridge, there's a quiet moment, and I need you two at night, and I can arrange for that. Let's bring Kino out and let's change the time of day to night. I'm glad that it tells you this, because these are like very specific conditions that you need in order to view the quiet moments. Alright, I might spend the rest of the video doing this.
Oh, such very depressed.
What is it, Kino? Has something happened?
Miss Melly!
Why the sighing? It's unlike the bright, bubbly Kino I know.
What? Kino not allowed to be moody? Is sensitive, especially at age of now.
I see. Then I hope you'll forgive me. So something worrying you? Anything you care to discuss with me?
Doubt if can help. But maybe Miss Melly have some advice.
Oh, very well. In that case, I'm all ears.
Kino follow Miss Melly and show calls Skulky like to come with.
Yes, quite.
But at start, Kino never think Kino come to such very far away place. That why, when Kino leave, Kino not say bye-byes to Mama Pom. If Kino come back now, there's sure to be heck to pay. And Mama Pon angry, monster look like chew toy. Just thought of remember makes Moo go plunge.
Did Oka really have such force of character? But don't fret. It's only because she worries about you. That intensity is nothing but a sign that you are loved dearly, Kino.
Miss Melly sure.
Yes. I'd say she only scolds you because she cares.
Mama Pon get angry because love. Kino not really understand.
Look at it this way. Kino, you are her beloved son. If you were hurt, Oka would be sad, would she not? Therefore, when she scolds you, it's to try and ensure that you don't put yourself in harm's way. So, do not think it cruelty.
Kino no. Everything resolved if Miss Melly just tells Mama Pon to tone down harsh when angry at Kino. If do that, even Mama Pon may become a bit gentler upon.
No, that I cannot do.
Mama, why no?
You really need me to explain. Isn't it the mark of a hero pond to take responsibility for their own actions? At least I believe Ricky did, to an extent. If you wanted to come with us, you should have asked Ricky and Okka's permission to begin with. Don't you think that's what a hero pond ought to do? You'll find as you go through life, similar situations may reoccur. If they do, and if you act the way you did this time, nobody will acknowledge you as a true hero pond.
Miss Millie's so strong. Kino admit defeat. Sneaking on the boat was naughty behavior.
Kino, once you realize you have done wrong, you must reflect on it and rectify it as soon as you can. If you let the chance slip you by, you may not get another.
Kino got it, Miss Melly. From now, Kino promised to never follow friends or sneaky skulky again. We'll follow friends proudly.
Oh. It seems I didn't explain properly after all. What you did wrong was to cause Okka undue concern. So you'll have to accept your punishment, put time into self-reflection, and next time, simply do better. That is the behavior that will let you grow on your path as a mighty hero.
Understood. Kino promise.
I wonder if he really understood.
It's one of those moments where you wonder just a little bit if maybe taking like a, 7-year-old on an adventure to save the world is maybe not the best possible move. Anyway, let's see, I will look for some more of these. There is one not too far away, but I'll fast travel anyway, because getting in the water and swimming is kind of a pain. Up, I believe, up here. On one of these ridgy things. I haven't been here since, like, the very beginning of the game. Navigating the maze of precipitous, narrow ledges is not the funnest thing, and there's not much out here for me anyway. So let's see, can I view this one? I need Melia and Nene, who I also have in my party.
These flowers, don't they smell heavenly?
Miss Melia is big fan of flowers?
Yes, because of my mother. When I was young, she often asked for my help with the villa's flower beds. How about you, Nene?
Nene also loves flowers very much.
I see. Then we have something in common. Before, when I spoke of them to a Homs friend, she said flowers are nice, but nothing beats a warm dinner. I got no understanding from her. Finally, fate sent me someone I can communicate with.
What Miss Melia say about dinner?
Oh, just talking to myself. The dinner part wasn't really relevant.
But Nene big fan of dinner too. Most of all, pollen orbs from factory in Frontier Village. They so very soft and so yummy scrummy.
Look, that's not... Hold on.
Meme?
When you said you love flowers, did you mean as a foodstuff?
Meh? There is meaning other than?
Ugh, I should have known. You're one of them. Nene, listen. Flowers are not simply special because they can be eaten. We can admire their beauty, or use them to create ornaments and works of art. And that is a great part of their charm.
Ornaments. Meme? Oh yes, Nene remember. Long ago, Dedapon made Mamapon flower crown for giver's gift.
Ricky did that. That Nopon has hidden depths. In any case, I would like it if you also had an interest in inedible flowers. If you did, then you too, just like your mother in her own day, may know the joy she felt.
Okay, the next time Nene finds flowers that cannot eat, Nene will make pretty flower crown for Miss Melia.
Huh?
To eyes and Nene, Miss Melia look most bestest in blue. What think?
While I appreciate the offer greatly, weren't you originally of the regarding flowers as food persuasion?
Meh? If you make pollen orbs from not eatable flowers, They bitter and not tasty.
Yes, a fair point. It is just as you say. So Nopon see different but equal value in flowers depending on whether they're edible. Maybe it was foolish in the first place to try and choose only one while discounting the other. Well then, I will humbly accept the sign of your affection.
Nene, roger that.
And yet, why do it for me? Won't Kino and Shulk feel left out?
There is very good reason. Nene just want to see smiling face of Miss Melia, bright as sun rays.
Oh my.
Meme? Something wrong? Nene, not say anything weird?
No, not at all. It was just how sincerely you said it. I should take a leaf out of your book.
Me?
Precious Nene, I look forward to the gift.
Nene pull out all stops.
Although, I would feel a bit awkward were I the only one to wear one. Why don't we make them together and exchange them afterwards?
Meme? That sound wonder marvelicious. Is deal. No, in fact, is unbreakable promise.
Yes, naturally.
Melia, if you think that flowers don't have any value because they can eat, and I'm taking it that you've never had any of those like violet candy things, the things that like totally smell like soap but actually taste really good. Let's see. There is next to Teelan's laboratory on the Skybridge. I'll do one more today. Let's see. Can I like change the time to day again? And do these during the day, if given the option. Let's see, I believe this one is just going to be out over here on the side by... I wonder who this one might be. Alright, so that's the same pair that I just saw. Alright, don't have to switch the party around.
Miss Tyrea seem like difficult sort of person to deal with.
Difficult, huh? Maybe so, but she's still far more mellow than before.
Miss Melia and Miss Tyrea know each other from where?
Well, it's a little complicated to explain.
Complicated how?
I'm just not quite sure where to begin. For one, Tyrea and I had never met until 1 year ago.
Houses too far apart, or...?
I was not allowed to venture outside. Moreover, I never even knew of her existence. She, on the other hand, seemed to know about me. We never met because work had been busy.
But how Miss Melia never know her? If sisters, then of course should know.
That's true. How can I explain this? Tyrea and I have separate parents. Different fathers and different mothers, both.
Meme! In same boat as Nene and Kino, then!
Just like you and Kino, Tyrea and I are not related by blood. But we had a half-brother with whom we shared a parent each.
Half-brother?
No parents in common, but a brother we are both related to. Therefore, Tyrea and I are not exactly complete strangers.
Meh! Brain of Nene's starting to melt!
I'm sorry. I did say it's complicated.
Nene just not understand. If both have same brother, why cannot be one family together?
Our parents being different, I and Tyrea have led very different lives. We never even met, let alone behaved as a family. Neither knows how to relate to the other, and so we struggle on.
It sounds like Miss Melia and Miss Tyrea both feeling more like Kino.
How do you mean?
Kino also not taught to anyone at first. Very hidey shy.
I don't think I'd call myself or Tyrea shy, exactly.
If want to become good friends, but not know how to put in action, then it's exactly same. But as conceive for self, Now Nene and Kino super best of friends.
Do tell, how did you two achieve that? Would you teach me the way, please?
Answer is clear as day. Nene prescribed lots of play-play.
Play.
Also, sharing of yummy snacks and sleep together in same bed. If do that, become family in wink of eye.
I'm not sure I can do that with Tyrea. Seems like a lot.
Meh! Nene patience is exhaust. Miss Melia want to be sisters with Miss Tyrea or not?
Yes. I would really like that, I think.
So, now is best and only chance. No time for hemmings and whorings.
Best and only. Perhaps you're right.
Okay, then now Miss Melia go and say, "Hey, Sister Bon, come play."
Right now? I need some time to compose myself.
Oh, if Miss Melia must, but have to promise to ask soon.
Yes, I will. One day very soon.
She only tried to murder us, what, once? It's just water under the bridge. Anyway, I'm gonna end things off here. This has been Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition Futures Connected. Next time, I am either going to go actually carry on with the main story as promised, or do more of the quiet moments as promised, because as it turns out, there's quite a lot of those. And they seem to be about 4 minutes each on average, so I can probably get in, what, 6 or 7 of them in a reasonably length video. So, until then, I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later. I really do have an obsession with getting fancy views for all these end screens, don't I?